Obufia for so hwɛ your videos na sɛ w'ani gye ho a na pɛ sɛ wo appreciate yɛ na wokɔ wo baabi a share button no wɔ no a na wo scroll kɔ right a wobɛhu thanks ɛwɔ hɔnom. Aha, ɔmo abukyire no titiri. Wokɔ a wobɛhu sɛ thanks wɔ hɔnom. Wobɔ so a na wokɔ aseɛ hɔ a wobɛhu sɛ amount options ɛyɛ amount a wopɛ sɛ wobɛyɛ dɛ wode appreciate yɛ. Wo choose so a and then na wayɛ dɛ wode asopɔte TV Ghana. Na me sure obi bia.
Okay, for high TV Ghana was not like no comment no share. Among us why the enye bia hwe na ye koye nsemu no eye Dennis Miracle Aboagye. Ha, oye campaign manager e ma Dr. Mamu Brown. Yes. And you popularly known as MPP communications team member or a senior man or better TV senior so on my Ghana for vaccine figures or Kenyans a good Ghana full assume and yes I'm Gyamfi mu die ni bi so what I say or none of my Ghana full nyansa what I say or more of the facts about mundi di atem ha Dennis Miracle Aboagye Ghana full reserve intelligent so na adwemu do yi okasa so an kasa mu te kama we na unse na say NDC for introduce TV series bi say TV show bi Sammy Gyamfi na sorry a den wote ho no na tro ne na ada ankwa no mote ho no mo de da Ghana for our friend NDC360 say yes omo ye various media houses now we na MPP so I introduce omo de Abrante Dennis Miracle Aboagye I introduce the next chapter and also the same TV show also omo share across the media houses omo here Ghana media houses ni na eti omanfo Sunday ya na o share ase na the first episode o here no omanfo ati NDC for the Ghana for the NDC for the nhwe ama you see Miracle Aboagye na see Ghana for hwe no omanfo facts are well laid down no and nsem bi o de atoto ho no wa wuti a we say yes MPP for no ho omanhwe mu do omo dwene Ghana for omanfo yanko ne nkonkotie ni show ni
abato ho ewo nsunsanso oto abapa a obenya so nsunsanso pa oto ababone so a obetu enya so nsunsanso bone na de tie ne se enne akopem December 7th esai de esipan de esi anano ene ehu nsunsanso a yehu yenti ye de ye wo New Patriotic Party ye wo gidie kase pa se ye fa sector by sector by sector ne ye ka se ye hwehwem ne ya compare ye dwumedi a ye di ene omo ne ye pre omo so munya ho akwan de omo ye ya ye wo gidie kase pa se ya boy homoden no kre bebre ne yaye bebre nso na aka ye nya nwie ye ne mum se ne be ya de see in the year 2008 ensensi bi emunti ehu behia se ye be ma nkomode na koso a kopo membra ye nyina betumi ehu se bibi eduru de sei ene ye de Ghana efaso a ebeboae mentwe ya dwen ko bibi kakra mo be kai a in the year 2000 omampanin kufo eba bedi ade in the year 2000 yema bebre ena otumi ye in fact at the time a omampanin kufo ba abe mu no na Ghana ye wo yonkotodwe ni mu na no ma sei na no ma atete apansam ya yaresa na nkoyie ya kwan na nkoyie ya nwumasem na nkoyie ya sikasem na nkoyie almost everything was aground omampanin kufo between the year 2000 to 2008 ansa no befi aban mu no no man we wapejan yakoyedim akwakodum pempenso bi a na ye say we're in the golden age of business. You see Ghana, the gateway to Africa. It's a world Africa memua. You know the shining black star. Or man be a pese, or near and any be a pese, or near Kitamudi. Between the year 2000 2008 in the part President Kofoye Nina Edu baby no na wofi na banks about what say Bejebosiana for ye Juba. Barclays Bank, Standard Chartered Bank, Stanbic Bank, Fidelity Bank. These banks were coming to our homes. See, Mbeje Bosia, ne yamfa yeduma, omo de tata yen. On my way mu, MPP aban ene me hu say, See to me for my nisika at the board of mining winina aquahama. National health insurance. National health insurance in the be a crime who say and found baby a war my way mu. A bed then say Sabine the castle person boa. Ube to me I can say or buy 1 year amount. The national insurance be cash and carry if you ho. At a point in time, I will my room answer the MPP by Bano. Nas Sebe, say when you car shiampo near the Ukodu hospital. Nase ye de ensashe obotom ni ye hu se sika wo mu a nurse fo beja wato wo se obusu enimra no betua anse ya hwe ne fe ne cash and carry omampani kofo be yi free ho oman we e bia na refi at some point in time in our lives na finance minister eco parliament so kind budget a kind maternal mortality rate and infant mortality rate che say enkola dodo a ye kwa wo so omakowu ene ye maame no mu a omukwa woso sebi omuhwe omunkwa. That is how low we were as a country, and there was only one reason. Sambreno na sika na yawofo ye mamenum ne ye papanom e de be ko hospital ne age omowo esan cash carry ebi ni honti obetine fie no wa prayer so bewo eto de bia moje tu na wie na agi nsem no ase yafa ne se de ne ko hospital ye bedu hospital no na wa hwe no nkwa enti ye ko parliament ye ko kan ye budget a yeko kenkan dodo a afemu no ye hwere omo omampanin kufo hu wei e ma MPP aban e ko face ka ban say ye ntumi ntina se no man no ye nkeka ko saa enti or the free maternal care e den e bae e ma enemi no ka say saa statistics na ye kenkan embre bi etwemu no ene ye fi ho omampanin kufo akwan nsuo enwuma esika sem toto ani ye bibia ko nanim prekope enso mo be kai brebi. You do the year 2008. On my way mu, you need be dear dance here say. On my penny kufo benya akwenshia kakra. That was the time when America global economic crunch. On my real estate won't send some about Wall Street won't see kasama basa. A we are safe for in the year 2008. Safi ni muno 2008. Na on my penny kufo ye kwa abano. Safi ni muno na fuo a shorty our Ghana ha. Ope petrol atoa. Ubetumi aye line be 2 days and say when you 1 gallon ato safi ni mu no embra na fuel na short no na fuel prices no so asaya den akosoro. That same year in the year 2008 ena nsuo e shorte wo Ghana ha enkran krom kura na ye enkran krom ye kopo mu no amanfo sorry anopa omukura gallons yellow ena omode nam epe nsuo edu bebi na enkran krom a yesi ye the gallon yellow na akosa nsuo e wo gotemu eno na mo be kai a ema kofo gallon e baye ebusuafo esane sa how mienu we nti ahoche mienu we nti enne pa na president kofo aye nyina be 2008 no na ehun nsem ka ayeden. Of course opposition for ye ne yayi omo ne yen epre akonyo ye ayi ne omo san adi sa adwumadi yayi dia omo ye na neyi enu bi pepe na 2008 omampeni kufo nya ohaw mienu omo yeye enti omo hu so ohaw aba omo se Ghana fo ni atane kakra enti quickly na omo start ye so omo di propaganda twist skew omo di nam enti asem no edase ya no machia to say ye tuntum omo si fita omo ko print papers e de nante Ghana ha nyina asem hwe omampeni kufo ne mpeni fo ya kronfo omo wi Ghana ske nyina NIB bank statement GCB bank statement ene hu ekone aba edu baby crampo no ene omo general secretary or ti akonyo so general secretary of omo party no e publish one newspaper mu say omampanin kufuo ene na ban ewia Ghana gold the World Bank of Ghana nyina e de sa gold no e kwa abrochire e ma Bank of Ghana vote na gold ni gum no aye empty me wo video no me bo akere mo na asemwe okawie na afedie Ghana fo gina so etie omo of course na ho chaba nso ni ho can say petrol pa eden enti se ube catch me say me to abenti aban na wo ho na be dey say metie aban no in spite of all the things no man penin kofo aye no enti Ghana for eto entroning kontompo na NDC4 ene omo general secretary ni mpefo mo nyina yi omo to ma aye no e me to abatie a omo penin kofo ene na ban na in the year 2025 January 2009 January ye to abamo omo afedie omo be form omo government omo converting omo nam omo bo apro na ye bi so omo say in someone more for Mampeniko for name MPP aban ho. Send I must say, Omo Yeska, Omo Yago, Omo Yesino, and you be a who asam at the same. A busafo, Mommy Shadia is here.
The Lens newspaper reported that the NPP government has sold off the gold reserves of this country, all the gold reserves of this country. Can you tell us whether it's one of the propaganda that your newspaper is to churn out, or you have facts as to the quantum of the gold, the value of the gold, and the buyer of the gold? Can you tell us?
Yeah, before I can answer that, it's important for the honorable member, Mr. Chairman, to apprise me of exactly what he's talking about. As far as I know, there was a report on the web, I think before election, and that report was killed by various newspapers in the country. I think it was not just papers who were even pro-NDC, there were also other papers that killed it. If that's the report you're talking about, clearly that report did not generate from the Lens newspaper at all.
So you carried a report that you didn't have evidential support for. Is that what you're telling us? That you were the conveyor belt of somebody else's story, and you didn't have any evidential support at all, that the government of the NPP has sold all the gold reserves of this country? Is that the kind of thing that you want people to be doing in the Ministry of Finance?
For someone, if you go to net one, who said, Miracle Aboagye kasa no, because of saying na dwemu do nti no okasa bia or the facts no to one man, no the evidence so as account. Otumre no akire sie, this is MPP. NDC for betra radio so TV so be di atema, Sammy Gyamfi betra 361 why no so e di atema of fact ba kokura nto ho. Omo ntire ye hwe. But anyway, we like exactly as somehow what kind of video we achepa o. We imagine 2009. And so NDC for keep MPP for keep records. So on say Omade abeto omo. Come on. NDC for will never do this. Omo kwa archives mun konko. Omo nya people, they don't keep records. NDC for don't keep records. And then when na go ase no. Na say yi Kofo mu no. Kwa ya omo fa so a mo ye mu twa ntoro kire Ghana for etie mu ntoro no koto abama eye mama mu a mo be ye pasa Ghana for say yi mu free mu 2016. The same thing I'm say and Mama Sammy Gyamfi na odi animu na ntoro no wonder say mo to omutimi twa ntoro kombo to attorney general so like adia o ma agenda on person dey win election titi agenda na dey win election na no person must repeat this time round chale emfa so what so ma for yen to
Quantum of the gold.
And in the way, say Omoka and some Akasie, another way, and some Akasie, and a year call into the year 2008 elections. Omoka, say Pepe. Now, ohe, and some Omoka in the year 2008. Now, share the Omoyan this year. There is no difference because they're the same group of people. Now the point here is this. Abide, you say, can defour pa, yen can say we can defour papa what being just or how near manihunu emba. Nemo, the difference between Kedinia and a leader or you're very good, no? Any leader wasano, eye. Bako, so how near manian ba or tom and sako yum. Now or say, o nihu iya nubia, bibi and wo be yafahon. Bibi no obetumi afa ho enye dia mo beka na otie wa ye odwanfun kendi fo papa de nipa odi nipa anim na so how na mane ba o ka se megidi se bibi edu nyoma mo ayeden enso anamo a megidi se ebetumi etu ye fi o ha no mu eninie. The difference between a very bad leader and a good leader is that the good leader in the midst of crisis, in the midst of challenges, would work together with the people, drive the people and get them out of the challenges. But what these opponents, what they do is that when they are in opposition, they write only on the ills, misrepresent it, peddle falsehood, turn it, exaggerate it, build on the emotions of the people so they can get power. And then when they get power, the consequences, any day in the year 2016, it's a moon, and then Papa ya no okase ya Or say in summer or can in 2008 what by minister for the own year no. Or say oh in summer me carry me na me nyina so bia wo. Na na nkrofo ka na me so me den be KB. But the people of Ghana in 2008 took a decision based on science seminar wo di newspaper no e publish here no. Afi be man nyina so a or say me ni nyina so. I can tell you say pe and omodi yen ebeko in the year 2024 elections. Say amaye ni aye den under hwa dodo na ban yaye in terms of education, in terms of health, in terms of road infrastructure, agriculture, industrialization, a lot of things na ban we ye baye yetu media to akwemu. Baye jitum. If in the year 2020 a COVID baye along the line 2022, 2023, 2021 Ukraine-Russian war ebeka ho. Ene or how bebre akoso we ase afa na nyina eni ebedi adanse say almost every country is working hard to get out of this economic crisis. The ekomu no ye hu bi da since 1920. The last time we ase experienced the ekomu no was during the Spanish flu 1918 thereabout. Inti ye jitum say definitely the economy no ho akakakra. Your macroeconomic indicators no ehwa kakakra na mum ebusafo ye bedi ohaw ba ko nechi ne yato enepa na ayaye ni nyina egu ana based on so how ba ko nti ene me no kasa yi NDC4 ennam no mo sikrom no mo kan nsem a enim nsem a ese nokre eno bode nam na eyetietie ase ya no mo biem no ma ye ne kese. We have always admitted as a country, as a government, say, a macroeconomic indicators since 2020 has been difficult. And we saw it. We knew we're going to go through these challenges based on what we're experiencing in the year 2020. But the government had to take a decision. That decision was that we had to do whatever we had to do to fix our health system and make sure that we save lives at that crucial moment. And that no matter how bad our economy will be hit, we would work hard to get out of it. And that is why every day, and they be a year ko yenim no, your boy home odin say, ye ne Ghana for be kabum, ne atenete niyama, ne aboabo niyama no, ye ho film. And ye be whilst we work on these things, do we throw away all the good things we have done as a government? Do we throw away all the good things we have achieved as a country? All the successes I are achieving? All the great things we have done as a country in the past 7 years, we don't do it that way. What you do is that body away buying, protect it, consolidate it, and the power now we are not the akano. Whilst you are protecting it, what could the aka unye and we no and unti and the say. Omo kwa omo ba omo tuniama egu mframemu edane dane niama eden trone nkonto femu no yama yeninda ho ne yenkai se ene pa ya na yetumi ababedu bebi edu no emra so se yenkoye mistake ye no president Kofo Abreso no 2008 yenkoye sa mistake ne biem ne mom yebema aban we kwan na ene pa ya yedetumi aboho ban na de aka yentumi ye no yetumi aye. Between the year 2009 and 2016, President Kofo banks na no mobile ho efie mu se yembeje bosia no. Ye kodu 2016 na banks na gu. Ukọ bank se ukoji usika. Yes system no cut down. Wa wo deposit a wo de akoto ho no. Utumi di ekire 1 week na wo se nya uka usika. Utro check. Wo sika 20,000 a bank in the year 2016. Utro check se wo pesika 10,000 na. Ye tie ntumi nya 10,000 amount. Ye benya 5,000 amount. Banks na as a 2008 no mo di echi say emeje bosia no na baby o madru e na make catch in the year 2016 no aban NDC aban efa Ghana fosika e de ma banks no so o mo hwe no mo mfa emboa no mo mfa resuscitate banks no. These banks after receiving aban sika esan shiska no, some of the banks aban emo musika NDC aban emo musika 2 times 3 times so mo hwe no mo mfa mboa na banks no ntumi nyina mo nan so almost san shi sika no. Millions of Ghanaians ene ye ba mu na omo deposit at risk edru baby no na ayem hihye kra ba say dodo na deposit mpo eden ebehye. It had to take the same MPP government to come back in the year 2017 to fix our financial sector. the same MPP government. Nti ebre bia na ye ba na ye be siesie no. Na ya na dum pempeso a ye du a ye betumi akoye ni mu a ye be san so gyae mu amom no ma se abese ne bi mu ana. Na bebia ya bebedri ya build adie yi ya be siesie adie ama ye dum pempenso bi. No kre aka ba ko mienu bi a ehɔ de ye nyina agitum se enya ensiye inflation nsɛm enya nsiye yen forest exchange nsɛm enya nsiye bebia ye dru no saa niema wei eye normal ese etumi di eni edi ekyire na ye fixe na nye bia ye bedi omokasa omoka na yakase esa ne saa niema ba ko mienu wei nti ene pa yetumi nyina ye ngya nto nkyɛn na ye san fa ɔman ne nhyɛ ɔmo nsa na ɔmo san bɛ sɛn ne biem na ɔmo sɛn ne wie a na yɛ san afɛ the same MPP aban sɛ yɛn san bra na yɛ san bɛ siesie no ɛyɛ saa what happens is that yɛ ba yɛ first 4 years na nkasa sɛ yɛtumi de ma ɔban no kɔ n'anim no yɛ spend saa time ne nyinaa fixing their mess yɛ bɛ fix bɛ wie no na afɛ ne yɛ ba bɛ yɛ bibi ama yɛn ankasa yɛ envisage then we encounter a lot of challenges. That is why we are saying that we want you on a journey with us towards election 2024. Let us separate the facts from the noise. Let's separate the truth from propaganda. Yenye nokre no emfi ntwonim. Yemfa nokre no nto abonten. Na yema Ghana ni bi okwakoto aba bia. Enya enyina so soronko a obegyina so ayden ato aba. Ene kakra bi ena me no mo beka ene. Ene bibi kakra bi na me no beka. But if we are now kopem 7 December there, be rest assured say kwesiada ne ya wode bia no ye be hia wa ha na ya pensem nsem mu na ya biebie nsem mu aha no krenko an ye beka truth and truth only ye ndia tem.
Okay, one for na say Dennis Aboagye no. What has no kind? We are separating the facts from the noise. Noise in here for Sammy Gyamfi mu dede na what TV so no do so more ye no. And throw no more ye no. So, ne sama person chi na say I said Ghana for the MPP amamu na ye control damage amamu. Say NDC for no ba be say na de ekọ ahokyira ebimba dem say oman no kodwo to a na via akoto aba ma MPP no aba be control damage. Sa Rollins ye kofo ba e also de ekọ hepic. Etiama Ghana be gina ne na so na NDC for dem tro ne na da aba be gi amamu oni bio. Ama Universe Atamil Saba. Ama Tamil a friend say John Domani Mahama Babe Twaso Ababe say Bibia for ye bia ma say Bibia including or more casa or more Atamil squad or ye crowd Nina Mark or Makata Nina so I say Bibia. I also Ghana for Sakoto Abama MPP Mamu and now that go for them about me. No more ban on my bed fix it. No more CC school are dying near ma. Come we walk room and say ye new we aquine. So eti say ye koto aba na ye koto aba ma NDC no mo ba no ba be say the MPP aye ne kama no na ye say asa koto aba MPP na say ya akra bo ne ye be say be kuye ni. That's what he is saying. Na say ye no kra say ye ya na kra ya na ye say boy ho abro. It was a Ghana 40 ase na ye omo to aba ma Dr. Mambo na ye boss anyema ehu ba na de omuntimi ye you find it see one thing about omo submission is that MPP amamu always admit say oh it's not 100%. Ye go so ye. Oh, ade ba ko a obo hu say MPP for no me honest omo ka no kra no. Omo ti Ghana for ase. Omo tire Ghana for say yes, this is the situation. Ye go so. Ba ya no for oh omo de be di attempts here. Omo di attempts here. Omo tire no say di attempts go so. Omo dey hantan kasa bi. Omo for hi TV Ghana ja comment or comment section ba me kan mama crowd.